Hello, it's me. Hi, Swerve. Yeah, it's all good. Lurk away, my friend. It's just gonna be like another world building stream today. Today's my day off, so I thought, I might as well try to stream. Um, as for like any like quick announcements, I suppose, before we get kind of just fade into it, I suppose. Um, it is these next 2 weeks. I may be very not around, stream wise, because I have to, like, y'all know the plight I'm in. It's the holiday season. I work at a toy store. My energy may be very much diverted to my job for a little. That being said, I am planning on doing a few. I'm planning on trying to stream on my day offs, and I am planning on trying to, just like hang out in the Discord more. Like give like the community a chance to hang out with me. If not during stream, just like watching a movie or something like that, just because of how things are probably going to be for the next 2 weeks. Especially because the holiday season technically isn't over until like January for Lego. And that's because we do a giant release. Hello again, thank you for the subscription. Yeah, so for the next 2 weeks until like January-ish, I may be absent or not as present as I usually am stream-wise. And I'll try my best to just hang out and make sure y'all get your attention and Basco time. But, instead of streaming 3 or 4 times a week, I'll probably doing what I've been doing to stream on my days off, so that's probably gonna be reducing it down to 2 times a week. But that being said, we are doing this is work stuff. It's the holiday season. I work at a toy store. That's all you need to know. So yeah, that being said, we are going to be doing some of that good world building stream. Not just retail, toy store retail. But yeah, that being said, let's just get straight to the writing. So the objective of today's stream, the objective of today's stream is that we are going to kind of go into it a little bit more fine detailed with Trestia, the city we made in the last stream for the world building stream under Rodus. And yeah, maybe we can make some characters too. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So let me just nice. Alright, gamers, as you can see, we are in the document. It is quite long. It's 12 pages long. We have a lot of subcategories on the side. But let me in a bit so y'all can read a bit better. There we go. Let me actually switch. What the fuck? I don't remember which one I was using. Whatever. We'll just use this. Y'all just have to deal with seeing my nerdy icon in the corner. What we're doing. Some finer details. So I was thinking of a couple things, right? So like on the last stream, right, we determined that the vein which is the magic system that was created in contrast to the blight, is like a pseudo religion, right? Like there is like religious elements to it. Primarily that the king of Chestia is the uh leader of the religion, and probably would adopt the name Trestia because the city is named after the warrior who discovered the vein in the creation myth. Then of course there's like the religion leaders. There's the chambers, which is the vein users. And all that good jazz. We've also established that the city has like it's rather large for a Bronze Age civilization, to the point where they're actually able to send people out into making satellite towns in order to gather more resources, and probably have one or two chambers, probably mid chamber, I would imagine, in the satellite towns. I also thought about this kind of off stream. I didn't write it down, but basically my thoughts was that if that Trestia, Lord Trestia, may send like criminals out to do expeditions. And basically, like what I imagine is that like what happens is that if you're a criminal, right, you are, and like the crime is like not heinous, but like decently bad, right? Like it's not just something you can really slap them on the wrist for. Basically, what occurs is that you are sent out on an expedition into the unknown wilds, right? Which is pretty much everything beyond the satellite towns. This is more or less an execution because I imagine you're not expected to return alive due to how everything works with the wilds. Because not only are you dealing with like the wildlife and nature itself, but you're also dealing with the blight, the fact that the blight's out in the wild. So you know, probably not the best. Probably not the best situation to be in, you know. Sorry, just spawning. There we go. And basically what I imagine, just to make sure like the criminals just don't run off, which I imagine a lot try to do, they have a probably lower chamber vein user. Oh, we should probably write down like what the chambers are, right? I don't think we've actually written down what the chambers are. Where? No, okay, we should probably write down what the chambers are then, huh? Probably would be underneath Trestian government. Oh my god, it's the Moss Cliff. What's up, Moss? Mossy Wassy? We're doing some more stuff with the world, the world. With the what's it fucking called? Neuronus and Trestia. Trestia. So yeah, basically I imagine like they have like a lower chamber get sent off with these criminals. Twofold, make sure that the criminals don't run off, and also to stretch their legs a little bit, right? So to speak. So I imagine a lot of superpowered individuals may want to go out and be like superpowers, right? Good. I just woke up saying, "Oh, Demi's birthday bad." Yeah, I've been lurking in Demi's birthday stream for a while, but it's my day off, so I wanted to stream myself. So here we are. At least I wanted to stream before I had to do some stuff tonight with work. Um, but I digress. We're doing some more world building stuff. I'm just explaining some thoughts. Water. What kind of heading two? We'll probably make it a heading three. Hello, Sunny Acelia. I hope I said that correctly. How's it going today? Welcome to the stream. Chambers. Oh. No, no one says it right. Okay, can I just call you? Is it okay if I call you Sunny? I just don't want to be slaughtering the words. I'm sorry. But how's it going? I hope you're doing pretty well. S Ella C. Nice. We're not necessarily writing in the traditional way. We are writing in so I've been trying to do these like world building streams because I really like world building and I like writing, and I'm almost done with my first book, A Mouthful of Spells, which you can read the chapters every month on Kindlevella. Always be plugging. Um, and so I thought, hey, I might as well try to incorporate some of my loves, that being writing and stuff, into my stream. So we've been doing a world building thing together for like about like the past month at least. Uh, we have a lot of stuff already. We have like a magic system, which is pretty cool. We have two magic systems technically. One a bit more complex than the other. um, there's the blight, and then there's the vein, and the vein's the more complex one. So, or fourth. Shit. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the stream. Uh, I'll probably be asking for some feedback or ideas in just a tiny bit. I want to write down what the chambers are. Which the chambers, to explain real quick, is basically just the way people organize the vein users, and probably the chambers is what people are referred to when they are a vein user. So you say a chamber, right, instead of just a vein user. So fourth lore, fourth fourth lore is most common or most first chamber at of chest. Man, I really want to make a map. Can we? Do you think y'all think we can do this like a little bit of a map making thing a bit later? Maybe I emoji. Eight. But Sunny, also if you don't mind me asking while I write this down, what are you writing about? Since you said you're about to start writing too. Or the supposed to trust you. They have the amount of time to vein air to upper chambers or dark fantasy thriller horror. Ooh. You know, honestly, with how this is shaping up, Neuronus, the setting of Neuronus might. Yeah, I have Incarnate. I have a subscription to Incarnate. Um, with how Trestia and Neuronus is shaping up, Neuronus may end up being a little Slaughterpunk because it's like a zombie apocalypse. It's more not really a zombie apocalypse. It's more of like a ghoul apocalypse, and the way people fight against it is that they bathe in blood. So it may end up being a little Slaughterpunk in the end. But not necessarily a bad thing, just a thing that will be occurring most likely. So I mean, it makes sense. Like, are you saying that Slaughterpunk is popular, or just like zombie stuff is popular? Because I mean, like, yeah, zombie stuff is popular, but whatever. I like zombie stuff. Or yeah, I mean, I probably won't go too in depth about gore, but just like from the sheer fact that they fight things that are actively decaying that also want to eat people, it's a little hard not to mention viscera. That's fair. I mean, it's also another thing where it's like, people write what they're experiencing as well, and we're living in some very precarious times to say the least. The average time of spend or being or they in out by members fill their body, their occurrences of people all and are touched by our regular tasks. I do think that the this situation is a bit more unique, maybe, hopefully. Primarily due to the fact that it's Bronze Age. That's a little bit different. Most people I haven't heard of a Bronze Age zombie apocalypse. Yeah. If anything, the apocalypse kind of started in the Neolithic era compared to Bronze Age. Bronze is like a new material in the setting, all considered. I wish I knew how to make like Times New Roman, size 12, double space is the default. I wish I knew how to do that, but I don't. So this is, yeah, it is lower. Third lower chamber. A certain number. It's compared to are those combats at higher in that's. Yo, what should the religion be called? I just realized that. We don't actually have a name for the religion. Hey, chat, what should the religion be called? members, average, and hour, take vein, exit. No, well, not nah. Ah, you silly boy. Nah. the moss, the way is reserved for Minecraft. Or they need a requirements for the entry the of withstanding fame at least out. There we go. Yeah, I mean, religion naming usually like religions are hard to name. Usually, religions are named after a like a person, right? A person, the thing they are worshiping, or like whoever wrote it down. If it's like an ancient religion that we don't know the name of, like a lot of the cults in Greece, right? We don't know the name of them properly. We just know like who wrote it down. So we just usually attribute that to that, or like the area, right? But overall, I would say the religion is just kind of like named after whoever wrote it down first, or whoever they're worshiping. In this case, they're worshiping the fucking blood pool that they built their city around. So upper upper chamber has very with not double space. What the fuck? There you go. Imagine not using double space. Couldn't be me. Disgusting. Disgusting not to use double space. My brain does not like looking at single spaced text. I totally didn't forget the word text. There we go. Chambers. There's squads, combats, bars against members. Our and our vein or vein for 2 hours. That's still like a lot of energy that they're getting for 2 hours. And then the first upper. first upper has the amount of current time. People are down their and the chamber at. Oh, I just said 8 as a random number, but no, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh no, that's the amount of blood types. It's probably one for each blood type of the 8 of the single parts of other words. They are all they represent blood type. They can spend, notably, they can spend the amount of time, if not in depth, inside the vein. There we go. I feel like I should also make like a different name for the blood types, right? So like it's because like they probably don't know what blood types are in a Bronze Age society, right? Like they probably don't know what that is. So I imagine they would probably just call it like the arts, right? The arts of the vein. And they probably give names to the different blood type ability, right? At least I would think that that would make sense. Uh, hey chat, I'm gonna go through what should we name the different arts. I feel like they would have to do something to do like almost like nicknames, I suppose, for the different blood types. Um, so like for instance, like O positive is telekinesis, O negative is telepathy. Uh, physical enhancement for A plus, sense enhancement for A negative, audiokinesis external, audiokinesis internal for B positive negative, and then AB is thermal kinesis. Hmm. Dragger or like an O positive, maybe, right? Dragger, since they can do telekinesis. What do y'all think? So like draggers. Why is it O? Why is it an aerial times 0? Like draggers, right? And then that could be like messengers. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Then I mean, this one's a little bit easier, right? It could really just be warriors. Reader? Yeah, maybe readers. Well, yeah. Relayers, but I don't know if they would know what a relay means. Like, actually, no, they would probably know what a relay is, right? I feel like relayer. So like because like telepathy, like the telepathy, they can read other people's minds, right? But what they are probably most used for is the fact that they can link thoughts to other people, basically like turning into like a Discord chat room more or less. With the main downside being that they are incapable of speaking unless they have a second O negative nearby to kind of like patch them in, right? Um, but a relayer probably threaders, threaders. Why, man, I'm fucking dumb. Threader? What the fuck's a threader? Fucking dumb. Holy shit. Oh no, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need no get the fuck out of here. Get dead. Deaded. Destroyed. Don't need. Imagine buying viewers. Couldn't be me. Fuck off. Oh shit, hang on, I just realized something. Oh, that's the wrong screen. There we go. I need to get something up. I did not actually realize I did not have this up. Uh, there we go. Cool, we're good. Yeah, maybe threaders. I think threaders sound pretty good. Go threader. Motherfucker, I swear I switched you to be fucking Times New Roman. Threaders. Warriors. This one is also pretty easy. Sensor, right? Sensors. I don't think that's the right way of saying sensors. Hang on, let me look this up. I don't think that's the right word. Sensor. It's with an O. Yeah, with an O. There you go. Google knew what I was talking about. Audio kinesis. Ah, that's a hard one. An audio. So this is so audio. Be positive, right? Be positive is within a given area, the user can change the sound produced by a person, right? But they are not able to change their own sounds. They can like increase the sound of like a drum, for instance, as you can see there, or decrease the sound to near mute levels, or just straight up just replace the sound. Uh, what would we call someone who can change external sounds? Because I can't use certain words because they probably wouldn't know what certain words would be, right? Like like my inherent idea would be called an amplifier, but that's like a relatively new word. Right? They probably wouldn't know what the fucking amplifier was in a Bronze Age society. Maybe like a thunderer. Conductor is cool, but would not work due to formal music non-existent. Yeah, well, that's not necessarily entirely true. Music has always probably has always existed, but yeah, there probably wouldn't be any like orchestral. The conductor wouldn't really work either. Um, Actually, let me look this up. Let me look it up real quick. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We're doing a lot of Google. Caller. Yeah, conductor is like a new word too. It's 1820. Yeah, fuck that. Um, Caller, that could work. Caller, I'm kind of feeling caller. Wait, wait, hang on. Hang on. I have an ID. ID. Ah, shit, I can't do that. Okay, never mind. Because I was about to be like, oh, amphitheaters, right? But no, that's not the right way of using the word amphitheater, nor the word amphi, which is the root for amphitheater. Maybe collar. We could probably just go with the word collar for the time being. This one's easy. Just silencer, because that's what most people like. We also have to like consider how people would call each other and how people would call themselves, right? Or like, and I imagine how people would call each other would probably stem from how they would use those abilities most often. And I imagine a lot of the internal audiokinesis would be them silencing themselves. Okay, here's like the two hardest ones, I think, because right, like think about it. AB positive is external heating and cooling in a given area of effects, right? And then AB negative is thermal kinesis but internal. And I don't want to call them like a heater because that also ignores the part where they can heat things. Which actually that might be an issue with silencers too, because silencers also can make themselves louder or change their voices. We'll come back to silencer, but I feel like the AB is going to be the hardest ones to come to. We need to invent a new word. I'm gonna. I'm feeling something in my noggin that's sprouting, that's growing, that's cultivating. Well, uh, what? Let me look something up. Breaking out the dictionary, babes. Breaking out the dictionary. Ah. Oh, stimulators? Stimulus, like, stimulation creates either, like, if you remove stimulation, be a stimulator. It would be a little bit long, but like, fuck, man, stimulator is probably an old ass word, right? People probably already like, if not about the sex part, probably about the whole, like, if you rub something, it gets hot, and if you don't rub something, it gets cold. Stimulators. Pretty sure this is not stimulators, and then instigators. No. In, I'm feeling something in, like something with the word in involved. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Moss? Just something in. This is like internal thermal kinesis, and that can also like change without touching someone, but that's besides the point. Insulators, because insulation not only keeps the cold out, but also keeps the heat out. You do it properly. Maybe insulators. I'm gonna put insulators for the time being. Insul. Oh no, this is where I realize I don't know how to spell insulator. Insulator. I don't know if that's right. Why did I leave these Arial? Insulator. Yeah, I don't want to stick with silencer because that kind of ignores the fact that they can change their own sounds or like make themselves louder if they need, like a fucking banshee scream. Caller, internal audio kinesis. What are you feeling for the internal audio kinesis, chat? Like, I don't want to just say silencer because that also kind of ignores like 2/3 of what they can do. Hmm. What to do? Man, making names is hard. Um, uh, I'm gonna see if there's a word to change what, like change your own volume. Maybe actor. Maybe actors. Right? Since actors can usually change their own sounds pretty easily, either doing voices or making themselves very, very quiet or very, very loud. Like, maybe it's an actor, right? That might not be that bad of an idea. Actor? Maybe, yes, no, maybe so. In case I want to change, I'm just run up all of these bad boys. They're all in Times New Roman. So basically, when referring to someone in a chamber, what I'm thinking more or less is that you go like, you call them by their art. So like Dragger, Threader, Warrior, Sensor, Caller, Actor, Stimulator, Insulator, right? Uh, so you'd be like, and like what their chamber is. So you'd be like, oh, I am Florpus, as a caller of the third chamber, or just the third caller, something like that. I'm feeling insulator. I'm a little unsure on insulator, but I feel like there must be a word for insulation somewhere. Oh, okay. Welcome back. So yeah, we got draggers, threaders, warriors, sensors, callers, actors, stimulators, and insulators. I'm feeling it. So yeah, you'll be like, hey, Mosscliff, you're a dragger, you're a fourth dragger, right? That's basically saying that you are in the fourth chamber of the art of draggers, right? And then it'd be like, yes, that love break. You're in your love break. The second insulator, right? I have no idea if that's what love break actually is or not, but just like whipping out a name right now, right? Uh, and that's like the shorthand way of referring to like a chamber. I imagine if you're not familiar, or like if you're just like a random presence, you'd probably have to go like, yes, Mosscliff, dragger of the third chamber, right? Compared to being just like third dragger. You have to like, it's like an honorific, like saying my lord. I'm feeling it. I'm also going to put in a little offhand thing here. So, bop, bop, bop. Chambers are the way people organize themselves. The are the way Prestia has those the power of not the way the vein use the power of the vein when referring a chamber member are not of the clergy or of the chambers themselves. Common honorific referring person. Pattern is the person's name followed by their art followed by the chamber. Example being, oh, let's make up a random name. Arus. Actor of the third chamber. Are familiar the clergy or of the chambers. It is common shorthand, which shortened chamber or shortened chamber art name optional. Example: our second chamber. There we go. Or second actor or third actor. Third actor. There we go. So that just explains how you refer to chambers and what the chambers are. Oh, you only also put the lower chambers tend to more footers or maskers, chambers, while the upper chambers are those as. There we go. Cool. That's some nice fleshing out we just did of Trestia and how the chambers work and all that jazz. I don't think there's a caste system in Trestia beyond this, other than like merchants and like laborers, and then the people who have to go outside. That being said, hang tight, everyone. I need to go and do a quick maintenance break real quick. We'll be right back. Also, I just realized I didn't have my song on the entire time, so that sucks. I'm back. What's good? Hello, everyone. words and things to say. Stuff I do not know what to say. Man, okay, what should we do now? I don't really have anything else that comes to mind, really. Like, the only thing that would really come to mind is like the physical surroundings of Trestia. And I don't know how to describe that in words, really, other than being like bio, right? Like, I imagine, right? Like, even with the vein, right? They probably are nearby like a river and stuff like that because it is Bronze Age, right? They can't really make any land into farmland. So, thoughts. We could get into making some notable characters if y'all want, if y'all feeling it. It's Swerve. Thank you for the redeem. Yeah, I'm thinking we can get on to making some characters if y'all feel that. Nah, it's all good. I appreciate you, Swerve. Nothing wrong with a good old lurking. It's good lurking. I could bust. Okay. I could bust up an Incarnate, right? Could bust up an Incarnate and Parchment. Parchment. We could make a map. Surrounding it. I'm just stuff real quick. Arnett. I don't know what one to draft is. I am. Map start. Map here. Map. Alright. This map should be relatively small. It's a very micro map, I would say. It's probably the map that most people would use for the surrounding area to figure out where they need to go if they're going to one of the satellites. Well, yeah, that sucks. So we can just go for a sheep. Okay. Holiday specials. Icons. We could probably make something neat out of the icons. tower to represent Trestia. Nice tower. A nice tower. No, that looks dumb. There we go. Yeah, that'll just be Trestia. Right. Let's just quickly. Properly old looking font. I think this one might be. That's the one. Add a little curve. Oh, my music's a bit loud. Let me crank it down a bit then. Thank you. Alright, so Trestia, the city of the vein, right here, in the center of the map, which is fair, right? Because that's probably what they're concerned about is Trestia. What should be around Trestia? Right? Like, there should be some stuff around Trestia, like forests, a river, probably. Maybe a little bit of a mountain. Where the fuck is... Nah, let's not do the shaded. Let's go with no. Maybe. Here's what I'm thinking. So, Trestia is like in the center here, right? Because that's what they care about. Then we can have a little corner here. Fucking Can I just make it? Yeah. Okay. Can I just like, can I do one? Does it have to be rough? I don't want to have rough. Oh, I can just do that. I could have just done that. Okay. So, Trestia could be a little bit on like a not necessarily a peninsula, but like it's down here, right? It kind of, let's do like a rough shape, right? And like the river connects that way. But over here, no, that's a little dumb. gonna fully reduce so I can reshape it a little bit. Down here is the open ocean, or sea at least. And then there is a river. Not they built, but they settled nearby. Conveniently, there's a river nearby. Up and off, right? Maybe when it gets here is when it kind of like, you know, defeats a bit. Kind of starts making small islands, stuff like that. Long, maybe, yeah, you know, stuff like that. That way, when it gets particularly heavy in the rain, it can actually flood the outside fields, and they have a food source, right? Put like a small town, like a couple small towns along the river. The satellite village, so that way they can farm when it rains super hard, right? Or like when the rivers get flooded, probably during the spring. And these are probably like heavily guarded by the Vane user, since it is so reliant on giving Trestia. In exchange that these towns will then get protection from Trestia and like the chambers. Over here, I imagine they don't explore. This is just unknown, right? Unknown land, right? Which I could probably actually represent by them maybe just like fucking blotching it out, right? Do they take like a dark color or something? And then just go like, just blotch it out. They don't know what's on the other, like what's beyond the river, beyond what they can. Barbarinas. Nah, it's probably more like, oh no, the fucking blight's there. Right, so I'm just gonna that up, right? Barbarinas. They probably do know that there is like probably trees and such. Fucking up. Kind of make it dense, I suppose, but probably a map, so they probably would get too in depth with the tree placement. Go. Okay, so probably some tree, and there's probably like it is probably like a bit forested on this side as well, right? It would make sense that there would be stuff here. kind of good looking forest there, right? And it makes sense that trees would also grow alongside the edge of a river, right? I mean, they do in real life. And this can just literally just be called like the unknown wilds, right? Crank it up. Give it a spin. Go. Unknown wilds. And it's simply because I feel like they're worried about. Actually, hang on. I'm going to change this. Unknown wilds. Light. There we go. Basically, they say like to anyone who's traveling there, being like, "Hey, bro, watch out! This is what blight is, right?" So let's also work on these. So I'm going to change the color of the water. That's too pale. What the fuck? Yeah, this is the same. Definitely not, but I'll just... Yeah. Let's color the rest of it in. Hide my shame. Hide my shame. Cool. Awesome. Also, this does give it a bit more of a paper look. Just kind of cool. Let's then... Also, quickly, just go on the background. Demon. No! Give me that good coverage. You know how it is, baby. Let's go. Alright, and then I feel like there should be like at least a couple mountains off this way. But first I kind of want to like still like work on the shape of bit that is just kind of although they probably only really write down like the more notable dalliances of the river, right? Because this again probably is simple math, or should be simple math. Then let's actually include a couple mountains. I feel like off in this like here-ish there would be maybe one or two mountains. Actually, with this in mind, also gonna give them the fucking the good old splotchy, good splotchin' because they probably don't know what's on the other side of the mountains. They probably know, like, this. Probably know this amount. That's as much as they're willing to really explore. Do you think they would probably put a town, like, right on the mountains? Like, 2 towns at least, so they can get metal, right? They probably have to ship in food and, like, wood. Yeah. Although this does bring in a couple of good things right here. So, like, I am going to put this up here. I'm going to say the nomads. Show that they haven't explored really up here either, because mainly they just talk to the nomadic people up here. Add. Going to little area so that the words look. Motherfucker. Land. That's probably one of the few nomadic tribes reside still. Hey, chatty baby. We should name some of these fucking towns. Little towns here, I think. So chat, I'm gonna give you an opportunity here. What is the name of some of these towns? Let's start with this town up here. What is this town gonna be called? Assuming y'all want to give the names, of course. That's the thing that I like. There really isn't any. Because, like, it's basically Bronze Age, right? So, like, of course there'll probably be some culture, but it's probably very... I'm not going to say minimal, but we don't really have anything to Bronze Age related to really draw from, since all the people in the Bronze Age fucking disappeared. I'm going to say... with the word like Trestia as a name of a city, maybe a bit like steppe. Like steppe, maybe a little bit of Greece. I mean, if we want to look at like the old school name, well, Trestia is a name, right? Trestia is the name of a person. Like, if I rub the brain cells together and spit out the European fantasy words, how about Norina for one of them? Actually, this might end up being kind of like an interesting traits that the people do, because so Trestia is named after Trestia the warrior, who was the first person to use the vein against the blight, according to the myth of the city. What if the other towns are named after the people who make the towns? So like the people who go out and brave the wilds and the blight in order to make these towns. So Norvina would probably be the name of the person, or Norina, I mean. Norvina or Norina? I'm feeling Norina for the pronunciation. So Norina would probably be the name of the person who made the town, who like dared step out into the wilds. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. Marina or Norina. Actually, Norina. Norina sounds better. Norina. Got Norina. Bestia, Norina. Let's look at some Slavic names for inspiration here. Step name. Ooh, that's a kind of a thing. I'm gonna change it a bit. My brain spit out Marova for the seaside city. Marova? I'm down for Marova. Bashir. Well. I do like the kind of the theme where the names are a bit more. Let's do that. It's a little bit more crunchy. Here, I have an idea for this one. So. No, I don't want to have 2K name. Also, we're ending a lot with We're having a lot of uhs at the end, except for cashier. Oh, Shaglin. That one sounds a bit dumb. Shaglin. I'm going to read. So, cigar. Yeah, let's go with cigar. And I have this one kind of in the pocket already there. Bagu. So Shigar and Bagu are mining towns. Maybe we should make like a path to show like the safe routes. There probably isn't roads, but probably like enough people have walked along these routes that they're safer. And I imagine a lot of people like along the side here probably just take boats. Bruh, what the fuck was that? Oh my god. Alright, the name changing could be more along the lines of the step towns with the same ethnic group. The Riverside Sea, floodplains. Oh yeah, the some nomads came. That would be fucked up though. Imagine nomads coming into Trestia wanting to seek refuge from the blight, and they're like, no, go to the mountains. Throw them towards the mountains. Because I imagine there's only like a handful of tribes left in the nomad area because they keep getting the fucking asses eaten by the blight. Why does it do that? That's so dumb looking. Why? How do I turn off the random selection? That's so weird. Random stamps. No random stamps. I want to make like paths. Up. Kind of group. Delete. Guard. Yeah, that'd be so fucked up, right? Like think of like probably Trestia, along with like Norvina, Kashira, Morova are probably all the same like ethnically. I imagine these towns were made by people from Trestia who are there since the beginning. Not there from the beginning, but like the tribes coalescing into the city. While the nomads remained nomadic, getting their asses eaten by the blight. Some of them probably came to Trestia wanting refuge. They're like, no. In the mountains with you. Have fun. Have fun in the mountains, fucking idiots. Bye. I do kind of like the idea that all the roads kind of more or less lead back to Trestia too. Probably is a road connecting. Maybe it's like, we'll protect you from the blight and give you autonomy, but only if you organize into society we recognize. That could be the case. If that's the case, we may need to go back and just like mention Bargu and Shigar being very weird. Oh, that might also cause some like fucking strife, right? Like I imagine the vein, like the chambers that get sent to Bargu and Shigar, like even compared to Norvina, Kashia, Morova, may not use the vein that much. It's like I mentioned that like Norona, Kashir, and Morova, those three towns, they have chambers in them, right? Like people of the chambers go there to protect the towns so that the towns can continue to not prosper but survive and bring in the resources to Trestia. So that probably is the same situation in Bangu and Shigar, but then they're like, you know what? We're going to intentionally not really use our powers because we don't like, because like you're not of Trestia, you're not Trestians, you're the nomadic people. That's fucked up. I kind of like that fucked upness. This is a really dumb looking map, but you know what? It'll have to do, Donkey. It'll have to do. I'm feeling this map though. I am feeling it. I'm groping this map. I do think this gives us ammunition to go back. The Gari and Bagur chambers are probably most symbolic. Yeah, they probably don't like there's definitely like chambers there, but they just don't do anything, right? They just like, it's probably like mainly like fourth chamber people who don't really know how to use their powers, right? I like this. Okay, so this probably would mean, let's go to this. And so this is to go rounding. Let's start out with Norina. Or just write them all down. Norina. Here. Wrong one. Aruva. Bagu and Shigari. Or Shigar. Actually, I'm gonna put the I at the end. I think Shigari sounds better than Shigar. Yeah, just toss that I in. Because I think that does sound better. Because we keep also saying Shigari. Right? I feel like that's just Shigari and Bargu. Alright. Roman. Paste. I'm gonna say Norina is the first town created efforts to expand influence and security in Restia. It is about a day's walk. Restia. Oh, let's go like a day and a half, right? That'll probably set a precedent for distance. Day and a half walk away from Restia itself. Town is suitable size, having second per individual fighting primarily food, but also has a quarry by that in from, or brings in copper. Yeah. Oh, let's just go copper and tin. And tin. It's it's bronze. Then further, or metallurgist is probably the better word. Further. I'm vibing. Making that map was a great decision. Alright. Cashier, second eldest town of the Restian efforts. Like Norina, farm town. Instead of having secondary of metal they fish. Well, not crayfish. They fish in the river during low tide. Well, during low flood points. Fish not enjoy the size of normal, and thus it has third chamber and I also do imagine that since these towns do have chambers and they do not have the vein pool in them, that Trestia probably has a pretty large pottery industry, so they can ship the vein to the surrounding towns for them to be for the vein to be used. You know? And here's where we're gonna get a little saucy here. Arova is lists of the towns, and Dari and Bagu, it is the furthest away. Restia and though still by true Trestians, it still has a high amount. I was about to go into that high amount of signing protection, much like the other towns, serves as farmland, but has a play that every flood season. Pottery or large industrial exports of town, as well as they self shipped rest in order Restia. Earn Restia world side the spots to all the other towns at the chamber. They died full time in the town section. I imagine until the Rova was made, what would happen is that the chambers would go to these towns, and they would maybe have one or two pots from just naturally occurring clay that's around Trestia that has the world blood inside, and they would fight off the blight, use their blood, and then basically, probably using a threader, it probably would then return back to Trestia so they can refill on the vein. Either that, or they just have like shifts, like every 3 months a chamber, like the chamber switch, right? Or like the people of the chambers switch out. Until now, where they have so many pots that they can basically bring like a year's worth of vein with them, and just kind of keep on keeping on with that, right? And of course, you probably have to be a bit careful, because if they draw too much of the vein, then it could run out, and then everyone's shit out of luck until it refills. Yeah, I'm looking up. There we go. So yeah, basically Marova is the clay town. So, Shigari. Shigari's next. I'm gonna say Shigari is the... I'm gonna say Shigari and Bagu were made at the same time, relatively speaking. Alright. Shigari, as well as the... of Bargu were founded at... No, I'm actually going to include them in the same one. Right? Because I feel like they're very similar purposes, more or less. Why... Fuck, what's the ampersand there? Bargu. Founded at the... At Relit... Dari and Bargu are mining now. Back stone and metal mine in weaponry. Notably, Dari and Bargu are made entirely out of nomadic tribes that came to Resti refuge from the pool. Instead of housing them in the city, Resti them off their own town, where they enjoy relative autonomy, but still have to subscribe to laws and chambers aren't notable. I mean, one in third, everyone chamber fourth. They tend not to there and have relative symbolic compared to other towns. There we go. That's a lot of strife just waiting to explode there, huh? Especially because I was thinking that the main character may actually be a nomadic tribe who basically got forced into Trestia after something probably went down, and probably Shigiri or Bagu at this point. And they basically accidentally became a user of the vein. You know, that explains the different towns and the of Trestia. Also, I'm also gonna just put this in too. That's just like a little aside. Compared to the other towns, Trestia, the names of the town aren't the gate them. Instead, the towns are the name tribes themselves, or at least how they identify Prestige. There we go. Nice little aside there. Man, we made it. Like, I was like expecting not a whole lot of progress to happen today, but like, I feel like we made a lot. Also, let me just save this before I forget. Trestia. Cool. I don't really have anything else to think about right now other than maybe making some characters. But like I already have like an idea for the main character. So I'll just present the idea to all of y'all. So the idea for the main character is that they are a nomadic tribes person, right? So they're from one of the few remaining tribes who still wander the planet, probably getting picked off each day by the blight and all that. So, you know, they probably, with this in mind, they probably went down to Bargu. Like, the tribe probably went down to Bargu in order to trade. And while there, an assault of blight occurs. So, like, some blighted individuals. Notably, I'm going to say this. They are more well-armored and well-organized and numerous compared to normal raids from the blight. And because Bargu does not have really any experienced chamber members in the town, things get hairy very quickly, to say the least. And the main character, more or less, is like, you guys are being fucking idiots, and they know probably about the vein, as I think most tribes do at this point. But seeing what happened to the Shigari and the Bargu, they're probably like, you know, maybe we shouldn't go to this town. Maybe we should continue our ways. And they basically steal, or either that or they get spilled upon by the world blood and become notably strong in their blood type, which I rolled a dice for it and it was A positive. So the character would probably be would be a warrior, and because they showed notable combat expertise, the remaining chamber is probably like, well, you're going to Trestia. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So they take the character, bring them to Trestia, and that's where like kind of like the plot starts beginning. As I imagine they also don't listen to the main character about the whole fact that the Blight were more well organized than they were previously. So yeah, that's the character idea I have. I don't necessarily have anything else in mind for today, at least. I think this is actually getting to the state where I can start writing in it. So maybe next stream, we'll write inside the world. Maybe like a test story, either that or y'all, if you're have joined the Discord, probably will see a test story appear in my channel within the next couple of days. That being said, let's raid someone. I know exactly who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid the Bunoy. Sure. Hell, if you want to even flush it out in the Noxon chat, go for it. We're raiding the Bunoy. We're raiding Bunoy. Alright, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you all enjoyed the stream today. I certainly did. Once again, to go over my announcements, I may not be able to stream as much this next 2 weeks due to the holiday season going in full swing. Not even going full swing, like completing the swing, like hitting me over the head with a baseball bat. Because of this, we're probably going to just need to, I'll try to stream when I can. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll try to stream when I can. There's no guarantees that I'll be able to stream often. Certainly not on the same days probably as me working. Depends on the day. But, with that in mind, I will return full swing of things probably. And I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.